gold.
Nonsense.
The Golden God!
And he dragged you two into this nonsense?
I volunteered.
And her gold is not in her. She's a diamond.
But yeah, the main things are don't cup it like this because it changes the sound of it. It makes it sound like not right. You gotta have it like open, unless you want to do a voice. If you're trying to say, Mr. Miller, we need you to report to the principal's office.
Reporting.
John Miller, you're gay. You need to report to the principal's office.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry. Mrs. Rhodes, you need to let John Miller out of class. He needs to report to the principal's office. He's gay.
No.
Well, John,
This is another presentation of the Universe's Greatest Podcast. I am your host, Mr. John Andrew Miller, and this is my brother in arms, Mr.
Charlie Reifenberger.
And this is Golden Fucking Nonsense.
Golden Nonsense.
I am honored today to present a guest. He is a brand new comedian, and from what I understand, an American hero. Give it up for our friend, Mr. Thompson. Sorry. Forgive me. Too many Thomas.
It's so easy to fucking remember, dude. You can't remember one name twice.
Thomas
Thompson.
Thomas would just be kind of stupid.
Thomas Thompson.
It's the
kinda
same
like
name.
My mom had a stutter.
Double. It's the same name double.
Okay, Thomas Thompson. My brother, how you feeling today?
Doing pretty good. Thank y'all for having me.
Can you turn his mic up? Can you turn his mic up? Because he's close enough.
Yeah, I can turn it up a little bit.
Can we turn my boy up, please? Are these headphones working?
Try it now.
My voice is a little bit deep. It's kind of hard to hear sometimes.
You're good. You're perfect.
Yeah, now it's better. Now it's better. Just keep that microphone to your face, dog. We're having a conversation, young man. All right.
So we're glad to have you here, sir.
Yes. How are we doing today, Thomas? Are you feeling good? You feeling fine?
I'm doing great. It's been a hell of a weekend.
It sure has. It's been a crazy 8 days in American history. This is going to be like 3 paragraphs in American history in 20 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is going to be...
all the last month.
Yeah.
The entire last month will be 2 pages of history.
Yeah.
In an 8th grader's history book.
I think so.
I think at least 3 paragraphs. Which is probably a page with pictures. But we don't know.
I don't know.
Schooling will change in the future. We don't know what that means.
You got to cover the debate and assassination attempt, president getting COVID. You got to already know what COVID is.
Oh, dude. I think the COVID's bullshit. I think he had another stroke, bro. I think he had a mini stroke.
You think it was a stroke?
I think he had a mini stroke. The president could report with COVID remotely. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could be like, mask on. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit under the weather. You know what I'm saying? There's no votes of confidence from the Biden camp right now, from Joe Biden. It sounds like he's dead, and then the people around him are trying to like weaken that Bernie's it right now.
Well, no, like, do you watch Game of Thrones by chance?
I sure do.
Do you watch House of the Dragon?
I sure do.
We can't talk about this for a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to say,
to be a point, and then we move on because we literally talked about this show.
We had a whole episode,
and I haven't seen it.
Well, I'm just going to say, you remember when the king died?
Yeah.
And they did everything they could in the first 48 hours to implant the next king?
Right.
Kind of feels like what they're doing with Kamala, doesn't it?
Oh, of course. But like, I mean, why wouldn't you? Right? Like you have been adjacent to power, right?
Yeah.
For X number of years.
Yeah.
And you don't want to lose your spot.
You're a eunuch. You don't have a penis or balls, and you're sneaking around a castle. And there's a dude who you've been, manipulating shit for.
Right.
And, you can't go out and start out with a new king. You don't have any balls or a dick. You're just a sneaky, dickless man in a castle.
That's part of the issue, because whoever the sneaky, dickless man in the White House is is manipulating the Biden camp.
That might be Buttigieg or either the...
Buttigieg.
What is it?
Buttigieg is Varys from King of Thrones.
What a hilarious name for a gay senator.
I don't know if Buttigieg is gay or not.
Oh, look it
Mayor
up.
Pete Buttsex.
His name is Buttigieg. Buttigieg.
Butt dredger.
Buttigieg.
What is a dredge? What does dredge mean?
Dredge means to dig a hole, right?
I think it means to dig a hole.
Dude, I'm from Arkansas. We didn't cover that.
I'm not great on vocabulary either.
You said dredge?
Dredge. You can also dredge something in flour. That means to cover it in flour. But I think dredging.
I'm thinking about trenching.
I think you can.
The trench is definitely
I think you dredge out like a ravine or
right?
like a trench.
Little dynamite.
Yeah,
that's what's happening to Pete Buttigieg.
He's getting dredged out.
He's getting a booty hole dynamite.
Yeah. and he's like, look,
fucking loser. I don't know
look,
what is going on.
I was getting dredged by this Biden character.
And do you think
I don't know
that
if my asshole can withstand finding a
how
new.
conspiratorial can I get? Are you still active? You still working?
I mean, let's just say that I've been a service member.
Okay, so I'm gonna get super conspiratorial, and you can tell me when I can turn it down. Okay.
Oh, dude, I might go with you down a rabbit hole for a minute.
We're not going down the rabbit hole, dog. I'm holding your hand.
We can walk together. It's fine.
We're gonna pull back the curtain to Oz right here. Okay.
That's fine. We can skip down the yellow brick road.
We're skipping.
Let's go.
Okay, so
Just letting you know I don't have a brain though. So.
you're telling me,
You the scarecrow.
hey, look, I'm retarded. I ain't got no brain. I'm the Tin Man. Is that what Tin Man was?
No, that's the heart.
That's the heart.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of scarecrows going
No,
down the yellow brick road.
I thought the lion was the heart.
The lion
That's
is
courage.
courage. Which seems like it seems like the heart, doesn't it?
should be heart, right?
Yeah,
I misconstrued
I've
that as a
always
kid.
found that.
I mean, do you want to be Toto?
The dog, a white woman's dog. Yes,
That's a good life.
yes,
A Yorkie.
yeah,
Yeah,
You're
being a
li-
white woman's dog these days is actually very good.
Yeah, you're living.
You live better
Well,
than most of their boyfriends.
Let me ask you this real quick, and we can get back to the important shit. But is a Yorkie a pimp dog to have as a black man?
No,
I feel like it is.
no. Okay, so look.
I feel like ballers are buying Yorkies now. It's like a sign of pimpness as a middle-aged black man.
Why do you say black man?
to
Why
have
can't
the same dog
why
as a white woman?
Why can't a white man have the same dog and
Because
not
it's
be pimped?
definitely gay if a white guy has a Yorkie.
And a
don't
black
know.
man with a Yorkie can't be a
He
homo?
can pull it off though.
I don't know. You ever seen Once Upon a Time in Mexico? Mickey Rourke's walking around with, I believe, a little Yorkie in that movie.
And he's a
You don't
badass.
think it's
Holding it like
you don't
he's
think
a
it's a
badass.
Chihuahua? You don't
Maybe
think it's a Chihuahua?
It
Right.
might have been.
See, because that's the other thing I've noticed is like white dudes with Chihuahuas, gay.
Mickey Rourke wasn't gay in that movie.
Mexicans dudes with Chihuahuas are gangsters. They're scary.
Okay, so
It's a scary
what
dude dog
What
to have.
what small dog can a white man have and not be gay? Is it like a terrier?
A Yorkie.
No,
No,
not
that's
a Yorkie.
That's what a Yorkie is. We
Not
said-
a Yorkie.
He just said Yorkie and
There's-
He
Chihuahuas.
can have
Oh, not a
you know what he
Yorkie,
can have?
corgi.
He can have a Jack Russell Terrier. That's acceptable.
That's the tiny straight white man
that's
dog.
that's the only small dog a white guy can have.
What about
and
the
it's
other one?
not gay.
What about the corgi?
There's a guy in New York City who walks
yeah.
around with a corgi on his back in a backpack.
Yeah,
It's fucking balling,
that's
dude.
allowed
Mad,
too.
mad bitches. The corgi's a
Fucking
good dog.
Corgi's allowed. You know what else is actually allowed?
What?
French bulldog is
French
allowed.
bulldog, yeah.
Not
Okay.
gay.
What about pug? I hate pugs, but
Pug is you're on the borderline
The
there.
original pug got
You're on
punched
the
in the
borderline
nose by
there.
Mike Tyson, and they all ain't recovered.
hey, look, the original pug. That could be a good theory if it wasn't that the pugs existed before Mike Tyson. Okay, the
Holyfield?
the
Or,
pug, no, the pug is
Ali?
the pug is the ugliest dog God created, and I don't think God created the dog. I think man created it, and that's why he's some sort of zombie dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, back to conspiracy, right? So the timeline goes as such, right? Like since last week,
Yeah.
right? Because last Tuesday we talked about this, right? They shot.
Yes, we did.
They shot at Trump,
Yes,
right?
they shot Trump.
Okay, they shot
10
A
days ago.
bullet connected with his physical person
right. So
through the ear.
So a week and a half ago, Joe Biden says the only way I'm stopping running is if I get sick or something.
Yeah.
And by
Right.
dinner,
And then
he was sick.
Monday night he's sick. Tuesday afternoon Trump gets shot, right? Wednesday afternoon he's like, I got COVID. It's confirmed. He hadn't been seen in 5 days, 6 days, right? Their presidential powers have been transferred. Kamala Harris is now the front running candidate from the VP since he's dropped out the race officially, right? And on top of that, the failings of the Secret Service are being uncovered, right? The lady resigned today,
Today? Yeah.
right? At what point of this does this not sound like what they say online? I read a bloodless coup, or this is like America, like a comedy of errors that's so fantastical that because like to me it sounds like these are people that had a plan that it failed and now they're pivoting. Now this is audible. This is Peyton Manning third down. Like we got to make this fucking happen. You know what I'm saying? Like was it Omaha? Like they're trying to figure it out right now. We're seeing it scramble, and well, I just think that I don't know, man.
Well, they're gonna have to go with Kamala, and she's not gonna win. So,
Well, I think
at the end of the day,
Why not
who the
RFK?
fuck cares?
when everything started falling apart, I think you actually got to go back to the debate, or even before the debate, because before the debate, they were saying, "Oh, Biden, he's sharp. He shows up to work
Sharp
every
as a
day.
tack.
He knows what he's doing."
Oh,
Sharp as
you're
a
right.
tack.
We've
You're
been
right.
saying for 2 years now.
Right. He got
Biden looks
dementia.
like he's kind of in a mental decline.
Yeah, he got applesauce brain.
He's stepping on himself. He ain't looking at the camera. He's spacing off during.
Right. Stairs are his ultimate
Yeah,
challenge.
he's falling upstairs.
Right.
But then he's brilliant. Then we have the debate. Okay, all right. Well, maybe he's not as sharp as we said he was.
What's funny is we were at the ready room when the night the debate happened.
The night it happened, yeah.
And it was it seemed like Trump wasn't even going on the offense because he couldn't, because the parameters of the debate. He agreed.
They wouldn't allow him to.
Yeah, he agreed to
muting the microphones when they weren't
right.
speaking.
He agreed
and,
to such a one-sided
which
type.
honestly probably helped him. 'Cause-
Honestly, do you want to be that asshole that's going on the offensive to a guy who?
well, that's almost, they say,
I mean,
on the previous debates between Biden and Trump talked too much.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He was like cutting Biden off. It's like, no, give him a minute. Let him
right.
let him talk until he forgets what he was saying, and then just retreats into his own mind.
Ice cream, Jack.
Yeah, don't cut him off and give him the out. Right.
He's so much on the attack that he forgets that
Biden's own worst enemy is himself.
Right.
You don't need to beat him. Just it's like, you ever play tennis at all?
yeah.
Sometimes
Unforced errors?
Sometimes the best thing is to not try to hit the winner shot. It's to just hit it back to your opponent and let them fuck it up, because then there's certain people that that
can't
first of
finish.
all, they are inconsistent and they will fuck it up, and then the more that they fuck it up themselves, the worse it snowballs. So
Outside of the entire
strategically.
debate, I don't think a whole lot's going to be remembered other than Biden stumbling. Trump didn't really say anything that was all that impressive.
No.
Not really a gotcha moment until he said, "I don't know what he said."
I don't know what he said. I
But
don't
the
think
most-
he knows what he said.
The most memorable part of the entire debate was them talking about their fucking golf game
Yeah.
for an entire minute.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a flex or not, but Trump been playing golf since he got shot.
Every damn president
Dude,
in the last 20 years plays golf regularly.
and none of them has a 6 handicap. Not one of them.
Especially after
I don't
getting
play
shot.
that much to know how good
I'll tell
that
you right
is,
now,
but
none of them.
That's very impressive. A
Donald
600
Trump probably doesn't have a 6 handicap. He might, but
that-
he probably doesn't.
I don't
A
know.
6 handicap,
That's 6 under par.
that's 6 over. That means you average 6 over.
That's pretty
Okay.
good.
That's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
So that's 6 under par then.
No, you average 6 over par.
So that
oh,
means
okay, I
so,
got you,
so
I got
what
you.
par is what, 5 strokes, 6 strokes?
Par is, well, it depends on the hole,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So
3, 4,
it's,
5.
it's usually 72 for a whole course. So
Okay.
so if you shot a 78, that would be a 6 handicap.
Damn, dude.
Which is like really good. Like, I play golf, and if I break 80, if I'm in the 70s, that's like one of my best rounds I've ever had.
Damn.
And I play golf.
My best is a 101, but I've only played like 6 times.
Yeah, I'm dog shit, bro.
Yeah, if you're shooting in the 70s, you're playing good golf.
Okay.
I don't think any of the I don't think
Most people are playing.
most people are not shooting in
or in,
the
or in the
6.
90s or in the
Yeah.
hundreds.
Yeah.
If you're a president playing that well, you're not doing your job right.
Yeah, if you know somebody,
I mean, you're talking about somebody who owned golf courses.
when he.
I mean, Trump, I guess that's the exception.
Yeah.
Maybe Ronald
Well,
Reagan. 'cause he
Biden
was a
claimed
movie
that he
star.
got down to a 6 during the Obama administration, which
He was the
vice
VP.
president.
He ain't got a damn
There's
job.
not a lot you got to do as vice president.
Right.
So
Was
it's-
there a tie in
Maybe
the
it's
Senate?
believable.
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe it's believable, but no, it's not believable. It's entirely unbelievable. It's just a fucking complete lie.
It is.
he's an
And-
old man shooting under 6. I
Dude,
doubt it.
Not possible. Everybody knows it's a lie.
Fucking liar.
Yeah, Donald Trump probably doesn't shoot a 6.
I don't know. I saw a video of him playing golf. I don't know if the dude was PGA or what. They
He's-
said he was
he-
hitting about 80.
He hits a good stroke.
You know,
but
I'm a-
if you shoot an 80, that's a +8 handicap. That's an 8 handicap.
I'm gonna say something real quick that's like derived. That's not related to golf, right? And I would like to say it because I have previously been critical of Kamala Harris,
yeah,
and she is someone to be critical of as a politician, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't have the best record,
is.
but as someone who sucked and fucked their way to the top and
Yeah.
never ever me too'd anybody,
I do respect that.
She's a woman of honor.
I do respect that. You might have convinced me to vote
she
for
ain't
her
no
just now.
snitch.
She's a woman of honor. Is she like on that fucking? I brought this up last time. That matrix of video games where you like neutral or chaos neutral or chaos evil or whatever. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, yeah.
She's definitely like chaos neutral now to me.
I mean,
I think she's order / evil.
I don't believe she
She's
was ever
definitely-
harassed on her way up. I believe she willingly did what she needed to do to get in the position to where she could benefit.
I didn't say she was harassed. I
Yeah,
said she.
that's what I'm saying. That's the reason she couldn't Me Too.
Hey, look.
No, but you can still Me Too.
Oh,
The-
yeah.
The
I
rules
mean,
of
yeah.
Me Too are non-existent. Whatever
bro.
happened, if you wanted to out anybody for anything, you could just. I mean,
It's the rules.
it was a
fuzzy.
chaotic time.
I sucked his dick. Why'd you do it? To get a promotion.
So he was leveraging his power against you?
Exactly. There
What?
you go.
How?
There you go.
How you asked for this very specifically?
I was manipulated.
I have a.
I mean, I'm the one that asked for
what if-
dinner, though.
Like, what if you have it in writing, in voicemail? Like, I'm just trying to. Like, she says, "quote I was just trying to suck that dick to get a promotion."
It's a position of power, John.
And I text back, "Hell yeah!" Now I'm liable.
Well, not only that, but once she got in power, what was it? Tulsi Gabbard ended her entire presidential campaign in 2020 in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Bringing up her record as a prosecutor.
Right.
Locking up 1,500 black men, not to mention females or white people.
She's a cop.
Yeah.
She's an evil cop.
No, that's that one meme of her laughing just because she's a cackler. She cackles like an evil
is a
person, you know. And
Some
in a-
people got annoying laughs.
in a cop uniform. Oh, we're gonna get him on.
Let's get Chris in here.
All right. I'm not familiar with this Chris dude. I know I've been in the same room, and you performed here.
So Chris is part of the squad, man.
He's part of the squad.
He is, yeah.
When did you join the squad, Chris?
Guys, Chris, how do you say your last name? Giannini? Is that right? Giannini.
Oh, you gotta turn his mic on.
Hold on.
We also need to give applause for. We need you to touch your mic. Well, keep on talking.
Keep going, keep going.
Check. 1, 2.
Keep on talking.
Hey, you almost got me.
Say your
Chris
last
Giannini.
name.
There you go. Giannini.
Giannini.
Christopher Aldo Vescovo Giannini.
Okay, and then
So he's an Italian fella.
my boy, say your name one more time, please.
Thomas Thompson.
Give him an applause. We need to
It's
give him
Irish.
applause.
It ain't necessarily Italian.
There you go. We got a proper intro now. We didn't do the proper intro. And also, guys, this part of the podcast is brought to you by Netanyahu. No, the other one. The other one.
What?
Benjamin Netanyahu. There you go.
That's a little button we keep on hand. It's called the Jew button. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Just let you know if we end up joking around about anything genocide related, we can get to hit that button.
Yeah.
So that they know we're joking.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly.
Wink, wink.
Did you know Benjamin Netanyahu was in town? He was in Memphis.
No.
No.
Yeah, he stopped at Tops Barbecue. Yeah, he's not a good Jew.
To the cheapest. Oh no! I thought because it's cheaper than all the other
exactly.
barbecue places.
Exactly. You got it.
Not the Jews are
Not
any
cheap.
different than the
They're not
rest of
cheap.
them.
He got a hamburger.
So me and Chris have the honor of opening for a man named Robbie Bernstein on Friday night.
A proper Jew.
A proper Jew.
Oh yeah? Are
Yeah.
you Jewish too?
I am not. No, I am.
His last
He's
name
like,
ends in a
whoa,
vowel.
whoa,
He's
whoa.
definitely Italian.
Bernstein is Jewish. So
Yeah, that's as Jewish as they come, man. Robbie Bernstein.
Robbie Bernstein?
he's like a New York Jew.
You think he'd be offended by our Jew jokes?
No.
Absolutely not.
No. He's one of the
I think he probably has better Jew jokes than any of us.
I bet he does.
We'll
but I
have
got
to-
some good
I'll
ones.
have to ask him. I'll have to say, hey, what's your favorite Jew joke? I bet he'll have a really good one.
When is he coming
Because
down?
he grew up like real deal Jewish. Robbie was like Orthodox or some shit. Like he was
Oh.
for serious.
He got a
like,
yarmulke?
Yeah.
No, I don't know that he wears the
He
yarmulke.
doesn't, but I think he did.
Oh, right.
Oh no, he
I
definitely
mean, dude,
grew up
he used
doing it.
to he used to eat kosher and all this shit. Like he eats regular
still won't
food
eat
now.
pork.
Okay, so he's
Still
from
won't eat pork?
but
I
he's-
didn't know that
so
about
he
him.
came to
from
Memphis.
he's from New York,
Yeah, he's a New York Jew.
and he's coming down when?
Friday night.
This Friday?
Yep,
Friday night.
Where at?
out in Collierville.
So he does a thing called.
I sent you an invite to the
On Facebook today?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Check
Yeah,
that out.
yeah.
So he does a thing called Robbie's Summer Porch Tour.
Porch tour.
Where he freeloads random strangers' backyards to do comedy shows.
Freeloads, really.
Yeah.
He
So we have and here's the thing. He knows nothing about the Memphis area, but somebody from Collierville in a very
Nice house?
family-friendly neighborhood, like super suburban area, said, hey, you can bring 40 to 60 of your craziest friends that are perfect strangers to my house. And I was like, you know this is Collierville. And he was just like, yeah, what's that mean? I was just like, I'm driving him around the whole weekend. I said, no drugs, no booze, no.
Well, I'm
80%
sober.
of the people are going to get pulled over when they leave Collierville. There's a really good chance the cops show up.
Just go 40.
So can we
20
pay him
in
off?
the neighborhoods, 40 on the main roads.
not in Carville.
Let's
Not in
use
Collierville.
let's use some of the golden nonsense slush fund to pay off the cops in
We
Collierville.
have a little pretty penny in the bank, but we don't have enough to pay off the police, my friend.
How much does it cost? Come on.
To pay off one cop?
What do these guys make?
Well, hang on now.
$10,000.
When you're talking midtown cops, downtown cops are totally different than Collierville cops.
Yeah.
now. They're going to cost a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like for them to corrupt their honor as cops, which is whatever, right?
Like, use the word honor. but-
Collierville, Bartlett, and Germantown, you ain't paying off.
This is what I'm saying.
Well,
Like,
I mean, a proper Jew could,
you
a
would-
good attorney
What
or
if I
a
had-
doctor.
I mean, a Jew giving up money, they're going to be shocked. They're going to take it.
they're
give
gonna
up
take it. There you go.
My bad. My only Jew joke. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. Don't apologize.
Our show is called Golden Nonsense.
Yeah, it's
So,
all this shit is nonsense, bro.
It's no, it's a shout out to it's dedicated to Jewish people because they love gold.
Well, I'm Irish. I love gold.
We all love
so
gold.
Chris, just to check you up, man, we're basically just wrapping up our discussion really about how
There's a-
insane the fact that Biden dropped out is, and
We've had an 8-day crazy.
John's plea for Kamala Harris is he says that she has definitely sucked tons of dicks to get where she is, and she has not Me Too'd any of those dudes, and therefore she's a good lady and we should all vote for her.
I never said we should vote for her. I said that she's not as evil as she's portrayed to be.
I think that's a good point, John.
I think willing to suck dick and not Me Too people is a good thing. I don't know that I would not use the word she's not evil. She's 100%
She's
evil.
clearly
All
evil.
it means is that was consensual.
What I'm saying is that you're right. You used the proper term earlier. She's not a snitch, right? And so
Hey, that's
she at least-
valuable.
And she's,
I think we should all
and
admit.
she at least is honorable amongst thieves. They're all thieves. She at least has that bit of
But
honor.
then again,
and I
she
don't
did-
want to talk
she
about.
did-
I don't want to talk bad about her because she's a nice colored lady, right?
But then again, maybe
bet
maybe
she got-
maybe
She did lock up 5,000 colored men.
I know.
and for petty weed crimes, and then laughed about it.
I know.
According to Tulsa Gabbard, it was 1,500.
I know. But
But
look,
that's not including white men and women and black women.
Yeah.
So
maybe
it was about
5,000 total.
5,000
It was
people.
1,500 black men.
So, hey, look, the amount of black men doesn't matter. She laughed at people being president. I never when people said that Trump was getting locked up, I was like, damn, that's fucked because I'm a fan of Trump, but I never laugh at nigga going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like going to jail is tough. You know what I'm saying?
You know-
Well, it wouldn't be tough for him. Does
Maybe
anybody
tough
get to go
anybody.
to jail with Secret Service?
Well,
I mean, now we're seeing how good Secret Service is. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe
Right.
they'll turn their blind eye to a fucking.
if jail is not like
Let's say
that scene
fucking
from the
They're gonna
Goodfellas
dunk
where they
when
get
he
to
goes
make
to get
spaghetti
shanked.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the jail
yeah.
and get to congregate
cut the
and watch,
garlic real thin.
right, and watch the Sunday Night Football with everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get to do that in jail, as you don't have the prime.
It's gotta suck.
Yeah, it's gotta suck because
So
it's jail.
I got locked up in Fulton County in Atlanta, and that's the same jail where they took Trump in.
Oh hell yeah!
So I got my
So your
mugshot.
mugshot-
My mugshot was the same camera as that iconic mugshot.
You
that,
and a million other fuckers in Atlanta.
yeah, a ton of people.
Well,
Right
the only
Street-
two white guys.
No, absolutely not.
In Fulton County, that's like white.
There
Georgia's
was white people.
outside of what was it? What's Atlanta's county called?
It's Fulton. Fulton is.
But there's
so
a-
Fulton
there's
is the county.
there's
It'd be
two
like
counties
Shelby
that
County.
basically split
Atlanta.
Atlanta in half.
Right.
DeKalb County and Fulton County are
DeKalb.
both like Atlanta.
Okay.
And Fulton goes pretty far up. I got arrested in the Highlands, but in the Virginia Highlands, but like all the way up in Roswell and shit.
Sounds like the white area of
it's like the most like one of the most expensive parts of
that's my boy.
It's like Arlington.
Midtown.
fucking around.
It's like
and-
Arlington.
No, it's
fucking
like
around
it's
in-
like Overton Park over here.
in the
It's like
expensive parts
like
of
those
town.
giant houses in Overton Park. It's comparable to that.
Okay.
I think probably Buckhead is more expensive, but the Virginia Highlands has like these little houses that are worth $1 million, and you're like, why the fuck is this $1 million? That's the Virginia Highlands
because it's in the area.
It's just a neighborhood that everybody wants to live in.
I fucks with that.
Dude, you got John. You got to quit letting Tylan host this fucking show, dude.
Tylan, hey, look,
we got a gay cowboy dance going on right now.
Tylan gave me this. He goes, earlier I was like, God damn it,
on Sprained Ankle Hill.
I was like, God damn it, I'm doing all the work, right? He goes, well, my nigga, I work for you. I bring the vibes. Tell me what you want to do. I was like, you're right. I should be more instructing, right?
That's right.
Because he's
you
like,
delegate.
He's like, you're the infrastructure.
Yeah,
I'm the swag. I'm like,
he's the seasoning on the top,
the pizzazz.
Yeah,
and it's okay. I will be the fucking unseasoned steak and plate, right? If he can be the salt, that's fine.
Dude, look at him right now.
He's having fun. He's on live, and I told him I was going to TikTok live the beginning of the show because I want to get my TikTok presence up.
Sure,
people are on there.
Well,
hey, a lot of 13-year-old girls are on there.
That's why. Hey, look, they're gonna watch the show, bro.
I'm sure there's 13-year-old girls that are looking to fuck a cowboy that looks like Tylan Munger.
I don't know. Golden Nonsense does not. This part of the podcast is brought to you by nopedophile.com. Okay, if you're anti-pedophile, go to nopedophile.com and donate $5, and you get your anti-pedophile sticker in the mail this week. Okay. / Golden Nonsense for free.
We support it. We're matching every donation
right
till the end of the month.
We're matching 100% of donations.
nopedophile.org.com.
I support that.
This part of the podcast is brought to you by the Pope is drunk.edu. The Pope is drunk.edu. If you didn't know that the Pope is a good man, but he likes to get drunk
too hammered
on the blood of Christ himself.
That we need to educate the public.
We need to educate the public on how drunk the Pope is. The Pope is drunk.edu.
Well, you're Italian, right?
I am.
/ Golden Nonsense.
Are you
raised Catholic then, right?
I was raised Catholic.
You were.
I'm Irish. I was raised Catholic.
Yeah.
Who's not a fan of getting drunk on wine?
I'm not saying it is. This is the sponsor. Charlie goes to mass on Sundays too.
Yeah, I do. I go to Catholic church.
I'm saying this because a part of our congregation. You don't know how this show works, bro. All right, let me say my fucking sponsorship. Okay,
my bad.
I'm sorry.
He's getting all butthurt about the Pope.
Right, right. Come on, you're defending the fucking Pope.
Pope will get you butthurt.
I do think
who
this
doesn't
Pope
drink a
is
little
gay,
bit?
right?
That Pope will get you butthurt.
Like this is the gay Pope, right?
The Pope is drunk.edu for all your Pope drunk needs. If you want to drink the same wine as the Pope, he's on a nice Shiraz this week. The Pope is drinking a nice petite Shiraz. So if you want to drink the same wine as the Pope is drunk.edu. Now back to the show. Y'all are Catholic for real?
I was raised Catholic.
Yeah, I grew up
so
I've been going to St. Mike's down there in summer.
So how do you feel?
Good spot.
How do you feel about your religion now being a man? You feel like you can pray to God, He's answering to you, or do you feel like you joined the wrong club? Or
Wait, I'm confused. Like, was the religion not a man a long time ago? I'm confused.
What I'm saying is that, like, you now as a man,
Okay.
right? How do you
how do I feel
How
about
do you
it
feel
now?
about it now, as opposed to being right? I was raised Southern Baptist. I'm Jamaican.
Yeah, me
right?
too.
So it's like
I came up Baptist.
I got this very staunch Southern Baptist with a very hint of Rastafarianism in the background.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Ja Rastafari. So I just want to know, like, how
It's weird. It involves goats, I think.
So,
and Haile Selassie.
Yeah.
like, as soon as I was old enough to drive, I just asked my mom, "Do I have to keep going to this?" She said no, so I quit.
Good.
Then I ended up.
Bro, saved your virgin asshole. There you go.
I did go. All the time. I was choir boy, never molested, never touched. Once the news came out, I was a little hurt.
It's funny how fast.
Achievement
I was
unlocked.
like, I was around priests
It's
all
funny.
the time.
It's funny how much when people
Never made a
people
pass.
are choir boys, they feel immediately they're just like, never gonna let.
never
I was a
but
choir
here's the
boy.
thing, like-
They don't let a beat go by.
Nope.
Nobody's
never got
just
my-
like, I was a choir boy.
Never get my lesson.
I mean, not by the priest, but the thing is
Bishop.
when I got
The Pope
no
himself?
one from the cloth.
The Pope himself
No, when that
came to Memphis.
I don't know that that's a
came
molesting.
to
I think it's a
Olive
blessing.
Branch, Mississippi.
Could you imagine?
Went to St. Louis and saw a cardinal.
Could you imagine if the kid that said that he got molested by the Pope, he was like, I tried to run away, but I ran across a pond. You did what? I ran across a pond.
You've been having
Second
too much blood of Christ.
Right, bro. You're filled up with the Spirit of the Lord.
He was filled up with the spirit of the Pope.
allowed him momentarily to walk on water.
I was
Like,
raised
well, we
Catholic,
figured it out.
but when I first moved
So
to
that just
Tennessee,
means like Jesus was like gay fucking his.
He was just filled with the Spirit of the Lord, bro. He was just filled with the Spirit of the Lord.
Yep.
When you're in Arkansas doing what now?
when I moved to Tennessee from Arkansas,
Yeah.
So wait, you from
So I was
Little Rock?
just north of Little Rock.
Okay,
Come on,
outside
man.
of Little Rock.
You're in a
So when I-
gang? Sorry.
No, not for a while now. But when I first moved to Tennessee, we lived out in Collierville. My next door neighbor
Nice.
actually was the preacher at a all black Southern Baptist church.
Oh, yeah.
So when I
Nice.
first moved here, like y'all grew up Catholic, you know, it's fucking up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, 45
blood of Christ,
minutes.
bread of Christ.
Yeah, 45 minutes of just stand up
Yeah.
and sit down. Right?
Fucking, I started going to the all black church. Like, Mom, I don't want to go to Catholic mass anymore. Can I go to church with them?
Oh, you ain't been a part of that shit. That shit entertaining as fuck if you ain't never been before.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
God.
isn't it like 3 hours long on a Sunday?
It's
About
long as
two,
fuck.
two and a half,
And
yeah.
it starts late. It starts at 11.
No, see, I got the Sunday ticket.
It starts at 11, and then they feed you a big ass meal afterwards. And so then you can maybe make the second half of whatever game you're looking for.
Yeah, you end up making it home by like halftime of the 12 o'clock games in the fall.
Yes, about 2:30. It's tough. I know. It's tough.
Hey, it was a good fucking time though. I always had a blast.
entertaining.
Shout out to Carlicia.
I'll say this. My church at the time when I was a kid was so popping that the choir was like a motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
All the kids and old ladies singing in harmony. It was quite beautiful. I'm so bad at singing that the choir director, the first 30 minutes, we're singing. I'm reading the words, so it was like I have no excuse. And he's like, "Wait, stop." And he goes down the line. He goes, "Do this note." And when he finally gets to me, I do it, and he's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" He goes, "Jesus," and he goes, "Okay, how about
What the
this?"
fuck was that, John?
And he goes, and he's like, "Are you?" Because I'm a jokester, right? I was a kid as a kid.
You
So
kidding around?
And so he thought I was playing. So
Yeah.
he goes, "Do this," and he went down the line again, and I got to me again, and he's like, "Oh Christ, you're tone deaf." He said he whispered it. He said, "Oh Christ, you're tone deaf." And I was like, "What does that mean?" He's like, "Did you hear the difference in those sounds you made?" I was like, "Nah, I'm just trying to say what you said." He goes, "Oh my God."
How does that even happen, dude?
And then he goes, "How do you feel about saying the announcements?" And that's how I got over my talking to people.
Yeah.
So every Sunday for years, I was just like, "And these are the announcements. Sister Jones is sick and shut in. You got to go see her, y'all."
Uh-huh.
All right.
Oh, that's nice.
I was waiting to hear he was going to pray for you.
Oh no, I never prayed for. I can't be helped. I cannot be helped.
So-
the Lord made me this way. It cannot be unmade.
So I did not go to my normal church this past Sunday.
Oh yeah.
I did not go to St. Michael's Catholic Church because Claire was being lazy. She's like, "I'm not going to church." Well, I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to fucking Baptist church. I'm gonna pray to goddamn God, the real God."
Right.
So I went to this one over it's called Highland Heights Baptist Church.
6'4" American Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. This was a very sparsely attended and depressing service.
I bet.
And
If you're not at the popular ones, it's all bad.
they could
my
not
church
sing. They could not sing at all.
Oh,
But
no.
just a handful of old white people
That's all the Baptists
and
do
one
are
black
sing.
lady.
Just sing.
Oh, wow.
And they could not fucking sing. And I was just like, yo, I could take this bitch over. I could be the head.
Oh, this man saw.
I could be the choir director of this church.
This man saw a power vacuum
like
and immediately
tomorrow.
was like,
I'm like,
Sig-
this is great.
He was like Sig Heil.
I'm gonna come
Right.
back
taking
through
over the
here.
youth group.
I'm taking this shit over, bro.
Right.
Never paying taxes again. Here we go.
Yo, all
The
you need is
pastor was good. The pastor was
all you
was
need
good.
Is, all you need is that I'm with the church card. You
Yeah.
know? When I turned 16, they just letting me go on errands for the church.
Yeah.
Right? My church is over there across from Paradiso, right?
Yeah.
And so they're like, yo, go to the Kroger, get start getting the food and the canned beans, or you know what I'm saying, the Kroger chicken to put out for fried chicken because we're not.
Yeah.
No one ever made anything.
But here.
No one ever made anything besides the desserts, right? Desserts were all homemade. All
Yeah.
the fucking food was from Kroger. Fun fact. And
Super Low's got the best fried chicken.
they do got fried chicken.
That wouldn't happen in a white people church, though. By the way,
What, buying the fried chicken from Kroger?
store bought food.
Well, well, no matter how prideful you are, I got to feed a lot of people, and I'm not going to do it myself. So I'm gonna get some Kroger chicken. I would go
That's
in
why you
there.
got old church ladies.
I know, and they agreed to only make desserts at a certain point, and so desserts were fire. I mean, they would flex desserts, right? Like, who made the pound cake? That was Shirley. Like, this shit was fire, dude. Like, if the little kid's talking about it, she's like, I knew it was.
The food sticks
Nice.
out in my mind is fucking hot dogs with coleslaw
At church?
at church.
Oh no.
That's
It's like 100 of them.
I love
look,
a hot dog. You
I
mean
said
with like coleslaw on top of the dog?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking love that, dude.
It's
Hey,
the
look.
first time I'd ever had it. I was a kid.
coleslaw dog.
You know,
I
a
thought he was
slaw
talking
dog.
about
You know, a slaw
hot
dog.
dogs cut up in the coleslaw.
No.
Hot dogs
no,
coleslaw
dude.
on top.
No,
A
you
slaw
take the
dog is
dog.
better.
You
That's
put the
damn
slaw
good.
on top.
A slaw dog is better if you put the slaw on the bottom of the dog, and then you put a little bit of mustard on top, so you keep the integrity.
I don't know. I've
It
never
don't
tried.
fall
I've
off.
never
This
tried
was
it
like
like
half
that.
my
You gotta,
life ago.
you gotta,
I don't remember the
you gotta
order.
invert, you gotta invert it, guys. Like everything in life, the way it's presented to you is the plebeian way. If you just do the opposite, you will survive. I'm telling you guys.
But
But
put
anyway,
all this stuff on the table.
this is part of the golden nonsense swag, bro.
Yeah, it's
These are
it's part of the program.
This is collected.
It adds to the nonsense.
Collected swag, you know, Kind of Monte Cristo is one of my favorite books. You know what I'm saying? We got Trees Tarantino, my boy.
Everything's fine. I was just
Oh, yeah.
curious.
You ain't got
what that is.
1984 up here?
Charlie's a champion intramural baseball player.
Oh, this is your ring.
Yeah, you know those guys.
I know this guy.
Yeah, you know my
his baseball
my
people.
former captain, now enemy, Zach Dowd.
I grew up with those guys.
Yeah, fucking loser.
Where'd you get the blue ribbon from?
I don't know where that came from.
I got
4-H camp?
I got first place in a birthday party field day.
Nice.
I whooped ass. I even beat the birthday boy. They were like, "Oh, we shouldn't." No,
Wait a minute.
you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Have
Wait,
invited,
I
you
gotta start
shouldn't have
bringing.
invited me.
I need to start bringing my my
Kids gotta
crown.
learn sometime.
My crown. I won the You Look Like roast battle competition.
You should
Oh, on
flex
Saturday.
it on. Yeah,
It
you
should be
flex-
on the table.
You should flex it.
That
Yeah,
should be added
Wait,
to
last
the nonsense.
weekend?
Yeah,
Yeah,
on,
this past
on
weekend?
Saturday night.
yeah. He's the first straight white man ever win it. Well, in probably like 10 years.
That I missed that.
You know how I won?
No.
Racism.
Racism works.
Literally pure racism.
And I hate and look, here's what it is.
What'd they say?
I'm so anti that establishment, not because of the show is bad, just because of other reasons, right? That when my boy won on some go when Charlie won, I screamed out golden nonsense like a fanboy.
They were in the back going woo, woo, brah, 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 brah.
So what'd they say about you? Or like, what'd you say, I guess?
I don't need, dude. You know what? I was so focused on my next diss that I wasn't even listening to their shit most of the
Yeah,
time.
it wasn't really racism. Charlie's being like a little bit
my favorite one. My favorite one was when I said Basil, who's like a big fat gay black
man.
dude.
Yeah.
I said you look like you write articles about how you can't go to gay sex parties anymore because white dudes don't wash they ass right.
That's funny.
So it's all that kind of shit. You got to say you look like at the start of every diss.
These are good.
It's got every
Yes.
single one has to be you look like.
Yeah, and so it's a very, very popular show format.
Yeah.
and it
Like they
So
franchised it
why
out.
are you
like,
against it?
why am I against it?
Why are you against it? Didn't it happen here?
Yes, it started here. It started here in Memphis, and my boy.
and it's at this venue. It's at the High-Tone every month.
So it's currently headed up by Katrina Coleman. She's done a good job of bringing it back in town, right? But at the height of it, right, it was co-owned by my boy Tommy and Katrina, and they ended up selling the rights to the fucking show to Kevin Hart's LOL network, I believe. I don't know if I should be saying this. It's not a secret, so whatever. But anyway,
You're advertising.
yeah. Anyway, the show's
a great show. It's very fun.
The show's online. Anyway,
It's on. They have a podcast on Spotify.
Once they got
It's a recording
once
of it.
they got listed or whatever, there was some shenanigans that happened, and there was a split between Tommy and Katrina.
Yeah.
and I am Team Tommy because Tommy and I are
Tommy's the man.
we're old friends in comedy,
Yeah.
and he and I are in a comedy group called the Outlaws,
Yeah.
and so. I just out of principle and other reasons why I not say publicly on this podcast that I
My relationship with Katrina is polite but tentative. I'm always cognizant of the fact that I think she could like cancel me or
she will try.
do anything at any moment.
She tried to X me out of my own show here, right? In the what do you call it when a plant is young, fledgling?
Nip it in the bud,
In the fledgling days,
The fledgling.
when I was just
sprouting up.
Trying to grow roots.
just sprouting, and it was looking good, and we were right out of COVID, and she tried to snake me out my show, dog. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and if it wasn't for shout out to Darren, if it wasn't for Darren, right here at the High Tone and other folks, she probably would have got away. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I got to remember that
she's nice to me. We have a good working relationship, but it's just you never know,
you
man.
Can see,
it's like
you can see you can see how I would not be like I showed up to the show to support my boy and Tyler when he won 2 times too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I said it was unprecedented, right? Like it used to never happen. Like it was like you were either like as they say a Midtown ally comic,
right?
A woman, a gay dude, a trans person.
You got a lot of dudes who are somethings.
Those dudes, those dudes always won.
It's so strange when somebody's like, I'm not gay or anything specific, but I'm one of the things. I
just want to be a part of the group.
Dude, that's every white woman in the world right now.
I'm not hating, but I
every
remember
white lady's just I'm one of them.
I remember like,
what letter are you?
It'd be like at a certain level in the competition, it'd be like, all right, there's a dude in there, and then we all look at each other like, well, he's not winning. He's not winning. We know he's not winning.
Yeah.
Right. He's like, I got to one point.
What can I say? I'm just that fucking funny, you
right?
Guys.
And I was like,
I'm just that hilarious.
I was like, oh, Tylon, and then Charlie won. I was like, okay, either she's turned over a new leaf, or the crowd is over that fucking identity politics bullshit.
So it's all crowd based,
and the crowd is, and that's the thing right now.
It's decibel based, right? You have to yell for your.
Yeah, it's completely based off of it. She has literally a decibel meter.
Oh, well, that's why the gays always win. They squeal.
They
have no pride.
They hit that high pitch.
They have too much.
Like I'd yell for my boy. I put a little bass behind it, but I'm not gonna like.
That's why
I'm not gonna scream.
That's why
I'm still a man.
That's why I did gun noises like a good Jamaican. I did
bullet.
Yeah, you got to get that high pitch.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And she was like, those sounds don't even register because they're too low on the bass. I was like, this girl's just hating on my fucking.
That's what I'm saying. You put a little bass behind your voice. Don't even register.
I don't think it does. Well, I don't know if that's true. I think so a decibel meter measures sound, right? It measures volume.
You're the engineer.
I know that high pitched sounds travel further. That's a fact.
That is a fact.
But I think if you're in the room, the low pitch is probably going to still be picked up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't give a fuck about what it is, and I shouldn't have even talked about it because that is not golden nonsense worthy.
You know how I won the second round?
You just went down a deeper rabbit hole than you did on conspiracy theory.
You know
I didn't want to.
You know how I won the second round?
How?
So the second round, I got a black nerd. Because they bring an audience member on stage, and there's 3 people left. So it's like you basically got just off the dome, like just roast this guy.
This man was like, and every one of my opponents were black. I defeated all of them.
Yeah, that's true. That's literally true. But I could just read this guy. I was like, this dude is not a regular black guy. This is a Japan lover right here. This is a Japanese.
Yeah. He's in the
brand of black guy,
right?
And so I just started saying, I said he had a cat whose name was Shinichiro Watanabe.
The crowd ate that shit up,
dude. I just found the vein, and I was like, this is it. I'm just gonna hammer this, dude.
I would definitely say that. Charlie, have y'all ever seen the fucking Point Break?
Yeah.
You know when they were like talking about hitting the wave, and you got to hit it just right, and then you're in the tunnel. Mm-hmm. Charlie hit the fucking tunnel. He's slapping the side of the water. That's the only reason. And I was talking to Ross. I was like, and Ross, he put out $1. He's like, gentleman's bet. He's like, no white man. He's been around the whole time. No white man's ever won the show, and I'm betting against it. I was like, I can't bet against my boy, so I take that bet.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
I'll take that bet.
You know it.
And when he ended up winning, right, I took the $1 smoothly out of his hand. I smelt it. I was like, That's
what happens when you believe in Charles Reifenberger.
But beyond that, I knew the stars were aligned. I was like, bro, it's like a full moon tonight. Trump dodged the bullet. The white man wins this week. I don't know how you feel about this week, but this week the white man wins. And he was like, no. I was like, I'm a gambling man. I don't give a fuck about race right now.
Here's the other thing about it. Here's the other thing about it. It's become tiresome to have the conversation. When's the pendulum going to swing back? Right?
Oh, it's swinging, I guess.
It's back. It's in the middle right now.
We're back neutral.
We are in the middle. That's what I believe. I think that obviously, what does that mean exactly?
PC culture's going on another
over.
duck.
It's in the. We are in the middle right now. We are in the smack dab middle.
Yeah,
that
shit
is over. People are tired of it.
No, you're right.
It ran its course.
Every summer, I feel like this. Every summer for the last couple years has been like. It's been like increasingly cooler to be a dude again.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
Didn't you all have kids?
No.
So I have kids. I have kids that are like teenage, like a 13-year-old now. Okay.
Yeah.
How many kids do you? You said kids.
I have 2 kids, a 10 and a 13-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the 13-year-old's got her little friends hanging out at the house, and I walk in the living room, I don't know, about 5 months ago, and they're just making fun of each other and calling like all the guys gay and all this stuff. And I was just like, I'm so proud.
Right.
Like, I'm so like, you didn't get this from me because I don't do this in front of you, but I am so proud. And I fully believe that our kids are doing that because young people, I said young people, God, I'm old. Young people want to always fight against the man.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
who become the man?
Yeah.
The pussy woke have become the man. They've become corporate America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So young people think that shit's lame, and they're about to get based as hell, man.
Right.
I mean, my little girl has never been around firearms before, and she's like, "Daddy, will you take me to go shooting?" I was like, "Fuck yeah,
Nice.
blow some shit up.
There
Nice.
you go. There you go.
Let's
I
go."
believe-
Like, where did you get this from?
We're doing a
TikTok?
range day, Johnny. You want to
Maybe,
come? You want
maybe.
to come with us?
When?
Shoot some guns?
When?
Like next month sometime.
Yeah, sure.
Libertarian thing.
Yeah, libertarian thing.
Hey, the dude that does the range days, awesome dude.
Talking about Mikos?
Yeah.
We had him on the podcast.
Yeah. we
Oh,
did.
so you met Mikos?
Yeah,
Mikos is the man.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was a great guest.
Yeah.
He's very soft spoken but very
Yep.
knowledgeable.
Yeah.
So you have to ask him a question and just shut up.
Talking about guns, talking about being in
Yeah.
Afghanistan.
No,
So
we're
wait,
good.
where were you when you were deployed? Where'd you go?
Been to Mosul, Iraq,
Oh shit.
which I've also been to a few other countries, but yeah, real fun, kind of hot.
Where was the shittiest place you had to go?
This is you said Iraq,
Yeah, you went
Yeah.
to Mosul, Iraq.
Mosul, Iraq,
Mosul,
Iraq.
yep,
And this is
second biggest city in Iraq. It's the
what year? What year
furthest
was? What year were you there?
09 and 10.
Oh, 9 and 10. Okay.
Yeah, about the funniest thing I did there, I accidentally fed a kid pork rinds.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was
So
bad.
hey buddy, you want some of this?
No, like one, they'll reach in your pocket and try to steal shit from you.
Yeah,
I
sure.
was
Oh,
up
yeah.
in Kurdistan, like
Yeah.
it's like Saddam didn't even fuck with them up there.
Yeah.
There's a Nissan dealership. You can kind of just relax. There's liquor stores.
Wow.
But I'm walking around.
So that's what the north
And-
part of Iraq,
yeah,
the
so
northern.
as far north as you can go.
These
Far
are like
north as you can go.
the loosest Muslims you can find. They're not really Muslim, but they're drinking liquor and eating pork rinds. That's
I think they're
Well,
pretty religious.
they're
in
I
a
don't think
certain
they
way.
meant to eat the pork rinds. Like I said, I was walking around eating pork rinds. I'd already given out all my money and like pens and all that shit. Kids are kind of jumping on me, and I'm just like, kind of eating pork rinds. Didn't even think about it. Wasn't even registering in my mind.
right.
Yeah.
But I was eating them because I brought them up from Mosul with me. This kid starts reaching for them. I'm like, here you go. As soon as I do it, my E6 at the time fucking grabs me like, dude, you have any idea what the fuck you just did? I'm like, what? It's like, you just fed a Muslim kid pork rinds.
Fuck.
Oh,
dude.
fuck.
Damn.
I'm
So
like,
what happened?
Lord, I apologize.
Was there a
So what
backlash?
happened? He went.
As far as I
went
know,
to
he's a
hell. That's
Christian
what
right
happened.
No, that kid.
Oh, you converted him.
That kid's gonna go to Muslim
Pork-
hell.
pork-
No, he went.
rinds
To,
will-
or
he
he's gonna
already
become-
died and he went to hell.
He-
That's
he
what he
converted
did,
to
John.
Christianity.
Do you know what's hilarious? If you're a Jehovah's Witness, walk around some pork rinds, just smacking, just like, I don't know about you guys, but Christ had snacks of love, and he just passed out pork rinds.
Well, I should tell you something funny up there. So there was this one little girl. This was 09. She was walking around. She was about 5 years old. Paler than I am.
just a little bit.
Red hair and freckles.
Really?
Yeah. One
Well-
little girl.
Well, you know, genes.
Her dad was a Marine. I guarantee it.
You know it,
I guarantee it.
Well, it didn't. I know how genetics works.
right?
Well,
that
I
should
mean,
come
I
from somewhere,
took
right?
biology 1 and 2.
Yeah, or
I'm
it
saying
was-
if you're the only little redheaded girl up in Kurdistan, most likely in 2009,
He
2010.
said, in 2,000 years, they've never had a redhead girl in these
Yeah,
mountains.
or is the fucking Vikings?
Like,
or
you ever
was,
seen that
know,
episode of South Park where you
somebody
got
else.
that redheaded cow just out there all of a sudden?
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh,
You haven't seen that episode?
Yeah,
it's very funny.
She was that. Like, she could
That
have
poor
been.
girl's
out.
gonna have a horrible life.
Well, if she's Muslim,
I mean,
she better cover that shit up quick.
That
I
was
was about to say
14 years
she's-
ago now.
And she's pale. She's gonna have a great life. Actually, they
No.
like the whites out there.
Yeah, I know.
it's hot
They
as hell
all
out
like
there.
it, and they don't like consent.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's not India. If she gets married quick,
Well,
she'll be all right.
The Kurds.
She's in Kurdistan, so she's probably all right.
Yeah,
it's,
she
it's
got-
Other than the
better.
sun getting pretty hot
Yeah.
and her getting sunburnt,
Yeah.
like
She'll
she'll be all right.
Well, they cover up pretty good.
The Kurds
Yeah.
are generally pretty chill.
Well, that-
they've just been getting fucked up from all directions for like
Thousands of years.
Yeah, well, at least like 100 years. Like since
that was the area that ISIS like immediately took over to make their caliphate as
Yeah.
well. So
yeah, the same territory between Syria,
Syria
and
and
Iraq.
Are you? Let me ask you this: like, I like Islam as a religion, right? But like the jihad caliphate, like sect of it, is very interesting to me because it's like this is clearly extremism, right?
Yeah.
And you would think that like here in America we have religious extremism, right? But it's usually like fringed. We contain it very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. There, it's like almost like Mexican cartel. Like it can't be contained.
Yeah.
You know. And so, like, how do you combat it? Like, do you need crusades again? Do we need to like have holy war
It
again?
depends on the type of Muslim that you are. You have Sunnis and Shiites,
Right.
which I believe Shiites are the ones that we generally get along with. Sunnis are the ones who I believe were like Saddam, the people in charge of Iran right now.
They're
Gaza, all that.
They're Shia. The Iran is Shia.
Yeah, Shiites.
Yeah,
Like,
Shiites. Yeah.
Like you have good days and bad days. Some days it's Sunni, some days it's Shiite.
Right.
Yeah.
But but no, it's like when you have Shiites, you're generally
Okay.
kind of all right. But when you generally have a large gathering of Sunnis around,
Yeah, I
or
think the Shiite are more practical. I think
Yeah.
they're more pragmatic in their approach to
So,
everything.
so which ones of them are on the
Right.
jihad shit,
Is
bro?
that-
that's the
the
Sunnis.
Sunnis.
This is Sunnis.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yep.
It's been a while, but I believe that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. So Saddam Hussein was a Ba'athist Sunni,
Ba'athist
a Ba'athist, which is a specific
sect.
sect of Sunnis. But Iraq is like 80% Shia.
Mm.
So when we took him out, the Shiites just became like a super majority over the country of Iraq.
I can see that.
Which I believe in 2010 there was an election that year while I was there,
Yeah.
and I believe it was a Shiite that, or no, it was it was a Shiite that won,
Of course it was. Yeah.
and
Yeah. And I think he was
basically-
a member of the Fuck America Party.
well, I mean things got bad there for a couple days. Like you
Yeah.
had bullets that were raining down on post, and
Damn.
had a little bit more aggression, but
Yeah. And that's when you were in which part of the country when that happened?
Mosul
You were in Mosul. Okay. Yeah.
So were you there consecutively for 2 years, or just like
this year.
you said 09 and 10? So all of 09.
09 through 2010.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant all of 09, all of 10.
Nah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I think
He's
that's-
he's
It's like an
nah,
October
he's
to March kind of thing.
like, right. Where he's like, nah, bro, I was not
Like,
there 2 years.
like I was in Poland. I came home from Poland right at the start of COVID.
I don't know why I thought. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought it was like a NFL contract. Like it was like, oh yeah, I got a 2 year contract. It's like I'm there for 2 whole years.
They ain't
I see-
giving
I
you a
see
fucking bonus going over there.
I see everything in sports contracts as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
But you said you're in Poland doing what?
I was in Poland from 2019 to 2020. I got home February 21st, and
Wow.
right when I got my
That's the end of the world.
yeah, it was like
Yeah.
right when I got home. Like,
That's it.
I was kind of joking on the way home. Like I went to 7 different airports in the last 3 weeks before I got home.
Yeah. You're like,
we
there's
were
no
still
way
kind
I
of joking about it.
contacted any people who were positive.
Well, like looking
No
back, I
chance.
guarantee I had it in Poland because there was a
Yeah.
3-day period I stayed in my room drinking till more dew.
Dude.
I heard
Yes.
I heard the Polish were like they were open though the whole time, right?
Yeah. I think the next rotation, the U.S. command ended up restricting them a good bit. But Poland's been pretty good through COVID.
Yeah.
The Polish
No.
people have been locked down before. They didn't handle it very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
understand.
don't know. I don't know that they're going to ever go through that shit again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're not big on government or foreign governments telling them what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
right,
That's
right.
good. I like that.
That's right. Me too.
That's pretty cool.
Which while I was
Dude,
there,
I tell you what, man. I think I had COVID. Well, I guess it would have been 2020. I had it in July. I had it in July of 2020. That's when I had it. And it just, I lost my sense of smell and all that.
that shit didn't happen to me at all.
I got it late 2020. I was cooking bacon and I realized like it smelled rotten. And
Yeah.
I threw it away, went to the store, got more bacon. It's like,
Yeah.
this shit smells rotten too.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh damn.
Oh, it's going around again.
Well,
Yeah.
Biden
Is it-
got it.
Biden
I
got
think it is. Yes. I've been.
Joe.
I think
Joey
I got it. I think I have it right now. But I'm a hypochondriac, so whenever I hear somebody's got it, I'm like, fuck, I got it too.
Are you sure you're not Jewish?
Not me.
I mean, I know you got the German name, but you look Jewish. You act a little
I could
Jewish.
be. I could be.
He's one of those.
Somebody's
he's
daddy
he's
could have been around there.
He's
too.
a crypto Jew.
I have one cousin who's convinced that we're Jewish.
I met his brother. He could be.
My cousin Graham, who's not even on the German side. He's on the he is. Yeah, he's half German. He's half Scottish. But
Charles' brother sounds like this. Hi, my name is Neil. Sorry.
He's like his one bit of evidence. He's got these old pictures of my grandma, and he's holding them next to Anne Frank. he's like, look at grandma when she was a little girl, and look at Anne Frank. We're Jewish. I'm like, well, I don't know, bro. Like, first of all, we're German, and a lot of people who are American Jews are German Jews. So like, they're already they're German people.
Right.
You know?
But you're saying that it's a slight possibility that you could be.
I don't know. That's that's the evidence that we're working off of. My grandma did look kind of like Anne Frank.
I dated an Austrian Jew for a while. I mean, she was great.
Yeah,
titties big.
You were telling me
she actually if you
me,
look at like Eastern European women, they tend to be a little bit more slim.
Yeah,
but they're gorgeous.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I don't mind skinny girls.
Skinny
but wait,
gorgeous.
So you were telling me he took that girl on a date. Where'd you take that girl on that date?
Oh yeah. So me and this girl, our first date was in Bialystok, Poland. Had an amazing time. Pretty sure we both got drugged by a Russian mob-owned bar.
Okay.
We woke up on the floor in my hotel room.
Nice.
But we ended up having fun the next day. Me and a few of my soldiers were planning on going to Auschwitz.
Okay.
So you're in Poland, like going to a German concentration camp. You got to make sure to call them German concentration camps. You can go to jail for calling them like a Polish concentration camp.
Oh, really?
But she had lived in Poland her whole life and never been. So she
it's like Graceland. It's like Graceland.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. But she kind of invited herself. But last minute, everybody dropped out except her. So me and her drove 7 hours
On
together.
a date to Auschwitz.
Yeah. Basically, like it's about an hour outside Krakow. So we stay in Krakow
You're
for
like
the
the
night
dude from
for
Wedding
days.
Crashers. You're like,
is that a
you're like
date or a
Will
bad
Ferrell.
date?
It was actually a great date.
Because you're by
It's
yourself.
like, you remember Will
It was
Ferrell
me
in
and
Wedding
her. We got
Crashers?
to know each other. It was
He's
fucking
like-
amazing. But
Yeah, you get so sad they get pretty.
It's like the grief. It's like a powerful aphrodisiac.
It is.
dude, it kind of.
Pussy start dripping when.
So anyway,
so
you guys
we
were
pull
driving
up-
there.
the mines start leaking.
We're in Auschwitz.
So anyway, he
we're
was
in the
driving.
town.
Yeah, he was in the town of Auschwitz.
Like we're driving through, and there's people who live there. I don't understand how it's as heavily populated as it is. But we're going down the road, and there's all
It's a city.
roundabouts there. She goes, "Baby, I have something to tell you." I said, "Okay, babe, what's up?" She goes, "You're gonna be mad." I said, "Nah, babe, it's okay. Like, spent all weekend together. I'm sure it's fine." She goes, "I'm Jewish." Perfect timing. I said, "Babe, like, I don't care that you're Jewish," but I like kind of shrugged my head, and she was like, "No,
why
you're
was
mad."
she ashamed?
And I said, "I'm not mad that you're Jewish. I'm mad I'm driving a Jewish girl to fucking Auschwitz."
I would have invited you.
Like,
I
it
I
feels
still would
very
have gone,
fucking awkward.
but I never would have invited you. I wouldn't have taken
But why
you.
would she think that you would be mad?
I don't know.
She
know
just
why?
seems like the kind of guy that would be pissed off at
I mean,
hanging out with a
Just
Jew.
mad to
I mean,
find
if you're
out.
looking at me, I'm blonde hair, blue eyes with a bald head. I kind of look like what Hitler was talking about.
Yeah, I get it.
A little bit.
I get how she'd be like,
But at
boy-
the
you don't want to be inside this.
This boy
what
is
she doesn't know is-
Aryan Nation all the way, and he's just like, I'm trying to see them titties, bitch.
That's right.
Let
That's
me
right.
get them tits.
I do miss
Let
her.
me see them Jew tits.
Like I said, she
Those
was half
Jews.
Austrian. Her last name was Glock, which is probably the most gangster fucking last name I've ever heard.
Yeah, Glock. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I
Yeah.
probably would have
There's a-
taken her name.
There's a pastor in town named Glock. He married my cousin.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, he told my cousin told me to tell jokes at his wedding posting. What is it called? The reception.
The wake or the
The wake.
No,
Yeah,
that's
what you
for
call
a funeral. Yeah, it's a reception.
Yeah, okay,
for-
all right, yeah,
call it
that's
a
right.
wake when
That's
it's-
right. I was thinking of funeral.
Right. Yeah. So it's a reception, right? And so he was, and then his wife came up and goes, "John, the one thing you can't do is make fun of the pastor. He's been part of the community for like 40 years. He's married everybody in my family." I was like, "Oh, okay. I want. What's his name?" So I thank him for the wedding. His name is Pastor Glock. I was like, "Okay."
Oh wait, time out. And he was like a
No,
white guy
an old white man at an old black church.
at a
Like,
black church.
old black
yeah.
church. I'm talking about like in the sticks. Like this is like Mississippi, and it was full. to the brim, and they loved him. Like, oh, Pastor Glock, thank you, because he wrote folks letters of recommendation to college. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a community leader, like you're supposed to be as a pastor, right? And I was like, oh man, it's crazy that this Pastor Glock guy married my cousin. He ain't got a gun, do you? Right? And I'm just like, then from there, I heard a groan, and then I just kept on going. And they were like, oh my God, 4 minutes in.
Ain't nobody trying to fuck with that Glock.
Right. No, 4 minutes in, they were like, okay, we love him. Leave him alone. Bye. And I was like, oh, I'm bombing at a church at my cousin's wedding. This fucking
A, dude.
sucks, bro.
That's brutal.
Got to keep it clean.
Oh, dude, I was clean. I was just trying to make light jokes about, because I didn't know anything. I was like maybe 19. I didn't know anything about like marriage or the community. I didn't know anything about anything. It's like, and then all my topical jokes were all like, I tried to fuck this girl in college and I came quick or some shit. It was all like topical things for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, the only thing I could do is crowd work about this guy's name. And I was like, I bet he keeps.
I think I'd have just done my set.
I think
I'd have just done my
Yeah,
set.
yeah,
You
yeah.
think so? Like, y'all are all gonna hear about my life.
Yeah, seriously.
dude, I made fun.
Congratulations to
I was like, he got
Sherry
two,
and Tyrone, but
he got two Bibles, right? One is hollowed out with his gun in it. I just kept on going back to the gun. I was like, yeah, no one. I was like, this is a bad part of town. I
That's
noticed,
pretty funny.
I was like, this is a bad part of town. I noticed that. But
I think
like,
that's funny. I
No
don't know.
no one's gonna fuck with Pastor Glock because he's gonna shoot the trespassers.
You know he's got that thing on him.
right. The power of Christ.
And wasn't he literally related to the family?
I think he had married somebody years ago, and she had died, and he was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was in the community.
Part of the community, yeah. No, I mean the Glock family. Didn't you say that he was related to the actual firearm manufacturer family?
That's what he said.
Yeah. So he was.
That's what I would say
He
too,
was
by
one
the
of the
way.
Glocks.
Right.
yeah, that's what I would tell everybody.
I hit
I'm
out.
pretty sure that's in Atlanta. I think Glock is in Georgia.
It's
Austria.
It's not a stretch.
Well, it's made in Georgia now.
Made in Georgia now.
It's not a stretch that he'd have a long lost cousin that's a preacher in Tennessee.
The power of Christ don't compel you. This
Right.
fucking will.
Right. He's like, it's like, I'm leaving Georgia and start my own church. I'm taking my guns with me,
I'm
Paul.
taking all my guns.
with me, Paul.
I got nothing but 1927 Glocks.
He said, what was it? No, the Glock. For Glock, the number is not the series; it's the model, right?
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
like if you
Nines
say
are like the 19 and 17,
right,
and
right.
then 40s are the 23.
Well, that's my point. Because I was
22.
like, I always thought when I was younger, it was like, oh, the Glock 22 was like the newer gun.
Yeah.
I thought it was Madden. I
No.
thought it was like, oh,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
knew
yeah.
it comes out every
right.
year.
I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
the Glock 17 is hell yeah.
yeah.
They came out with a 43. Fuck, they're early.
The Glock 43, this is for future shit.
Or a remake of the old shit.
Right.
yeah.
Oh, this is the retro. This is retro.
This is the retro, yeah. Yeah, it's throwback to the
Yeah,
Like
World
when they
War
made the
II.
Jordan 1s.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
2018.
Yo, Hitler had this, bro.
That's right.
He started making shit up.
This is the
think
reason
those
he
were-
came after Austria, right? Fucking here.
right. They couldn't fuck with this one.
I think those were all Walthers that the Nazis were shooting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I've watched.
Well,
I've watched-
Lugers.
Lugers, Lugers.
I've watched a few like World War II like drama shits that's been on HBO. You know, Band of Brothers and the Pacific and shit.
Yeah.
I used to watch that shit when I was younger. And one thing I always found cool was like the soldiers. Well, in the show just penchant to being like, "Yo, we all need to kill a German and get his pistol." Right, like we need to do that because we can't find them back home.
Yeah.
And if we don't take one now, we're never gonna get a chance to do it ever again.
Yeah.
Right. And so I was like, everybody's mission was like kill a guy and take his gun.
Take his gun. Wow.
and
That
most-
German engineering, baby.
Right.
To be fair, that's been a thing through, I think, every United States conflict.
I'm sure that's been a thing since it was
Since
swords.
war.
Yeah.
Since
Oh,
war.
yeah. War, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
war.
oh dude, like if you had like if
I'll
you're
take your
French,
shit.
if you're French, if this is like
I need one of these
1100,
motherfucking samurai swords.
Right.
I
If
need
it's-
to kill one of these Japanese motherfuckers.
if it's 1100 and you're the French trying to drive out the Moors and it's like, yo, these motherfuckers got scimitars. It's like you're trying to fuck a giant curved sword. It's like hell yeah, I'm taking this shit home.
That's
Fucking
right.
Charlemagne ass pussies
Right.
are gonna get. I need to kill one of these.
Right, and if I'm some Muslim dude like from North Africa, I'm like, yo, look at this broadsword. Like, I'm taking this back home with me, bro. Like, everybody's other sword is cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hell
George
yeah.
Washington didn't strut around in a fucking red coat one day? Like, yeah,
he's-
fuck these
yeah,
motherfuckers.
fuck these fuckers. But this shit is nice.
This
Fuck
is
these
nice.
lobsters, but damn, this looks good.
Man, the stitching.
He's like,
Damn.
he's in front of a. I don't know if we had mirrors back then, but he's in front of a pond. Like, look at how I look.
This is what that Georgia
Yeah, it's a
cotton.
mirror.
This is what that
They were just
Georgia
little-
cotton's going back and
little
turning into.
yeah,
That's what
Yeah.
they're doing with it.
It was like, I go chop a cherry tree right there. It's like, you know what I do, bro? I cosplay with my bitch in a red coat. Martha, I'm coming.
You ever
Man wearing the spoils of war in bed.
Right.
Let's
Just drilling his wife.
we're starting the damn show. It's time to go, boys.
All right.
We gotta
Whose
tell
dick
some
you gotta
jokes.
suck to get on this list, man?
I think this guy or that guy.
Yeah, it's mine.
Well,
but
I wrote it on the wait list
I
because
don't-
the whole thing was filled
Oh,
up.
you got here too late, bro?
I got
Look,
here at 7:03.
But he was on the pod.
Okay, you were on the pod. You do have priority.
That's a leg up.
Oh, I don't want to bump somebody.
No. That's literally the rule.
That's literally the rule.
Because you're on the pod.
That's been the rule.
Prevailing rules since we had the pod.
Nice.
Yeah. So
So we'll find you a spot.
we'll talk to Tylon. And
I think I'm first on the list though, so I need to
All right,
go.
So say the goodbyes. It's on you.
Y'all, thanks for joining us today. We'll have you back on soon.
Yeah, buddy.
And
What's the name of the episode?
and you got to take John out and let him shoot your guns. You guys got cool guns?
I got a few cool guns.
All right, cool.
Let's call it let's do a libertarian meetup.
Libertarian. No,
I've actually got
I
a
don't wanna
Jewish
call it
made
that.
gun.
Jewish made gun. That's the name of the episode.
Jewish
Guys,
made gun.
this has
Called
been
the
Jewish made gun.
X95.
One of the best episodes of all time. Thanks for joining us.
And remember,
Chris and Thompson.
Vaya con Dios.
Vaya con Dios, everybody.
I'll catch you on the flip side.